Greetings, salutations everyone, welcome back. We are playing some Mimic Logic, some more Mimic Logic. We've played this before, but it has been over a year, I believe. I don't know when exactly we first played. Actually, wait. Yeah. A year and 4 months ago? Yeah, about that long. So yeah, this was the game that I rated as my game of the year for last year, though. And I really wanted to play it again, so, you know, let's do just that. Wait. This one, yeah. We're going to play some more Mimic Logic. Also, this is going to be a good test because for some reason this week the stream has crashed twice. No idea why. And since this game could probably run on like a graphing calculator, probably a slight exaggeration, it'll be a good test. Now, I do not remember exactly all the details here. Right, we have unspent adventure points that we can upgrade. We can spend on upgrades. Slow down hunger rate. Strengthen starting gear, max HP. Unlock the sound task. Let's do slow down hunger rate. Sure. Why not? What could go wrong? And then this is... I think this is just everything we've found in the game so far. I don't think we really have anything to do with that. Oh, just statistics too. Okay, yeah, let's go. I don't even remember exactly which of these we've done so far, though I know we haven't done all of them. I know we've done standard and expert. Random number of mimics is random, however the number of mimics is guaranteed to be less than half of the total number of treasure. Rabbits will show up along with treasure boxes and mimics. Always tell the truth, but open them and they will steal some gold. Numbers. Most treasure box hints will only include numbers. Numbers correspond... So I think we should just start out with either standard or expert, and then after we do some of one of those more normal modes, we can try one of these. So let's check out what these two are really quick. Doubt? Mimics only tell the truth, but all normal boxes the same color as that mimic will lie. Oh! Confused. One confused box is mixed in with the rest. Always tell lies. however, are not treated as mimics. Let's just do standard level 2 share. Okay, we need to listen. The backs. Okay, I need to get in my head in the game. Okay, we have two mimics. The backs on the right is a mimic. The backs on the right isn't a mimic. The backs below me isn't a mimic. Oh wait, we can number and we can circle and X, right? The backs on the left isn't a mimic. The backs above me isn't a mimic. The backs above me isn't a mimic. These two are contradictory, right? Because the backs on the right is a mimic. So if this one is a mimic, this one's lying. These two agree, right? Wait, no, these two disagree. The backs above me. Wait, okay, give me a little to get my head in the game here. Because, okay, so if the backs above me isn't a mimic here, is true. The backs above me isn't a mimic. The backs on the right is a mimic. Okay, wait. Let's start with this one. If this one is true, this one is true, then this one would be a mimic. And then this one would be false. Backs on the right isn't a mimic, which would mean this one would be a mimic. But if this one... Okay, so if this is true, then this is a mimic, meaning this is a mimic and this is a mimic. So that's more mimics than we can have. So this has to be false. This is a mimic, meaning this one cannot be a mimic, meaning this one is telling the truth. The backs on the right isn't a mimic, so this one is not a mimic. The backs below me isn't a mimic. This one is not a mimic. The backs on the left isn't a mimic. The backs above me isn't. I'm glad I started with this mode and not one of the others. And this one... Isn't it? Oh, I hope I did this right. I mouthed them round though. So if I mock just these, then I can hit that to open. There we go! That's how you do it. One level done. And I've only gone through 74 of my gut. Okay, not doing great, honestly, but we'll improve. There is no mimic among the black boxes. There is a mimic among the blue. Let's just start with saying this one is true. How about that? There is no mimic among the black boxes. Okay, there is no mimic among the blue boxes. No, there is a mimic, so one of these. The box on the right isn't a mimic. That would be true if this one is. So that would mean these three, and then two of these. The box below me isn't a mimic. The box above me isn't a mimic. We know that one would be true if these are. There is a mimic among the red boxes. That one would be false if these are. The box below me isn't a mimic. That would also be false. So how this fits, we're going to run counter cast thing here. If this one was a mimic, however, there is a mimic among the black boxes. That would mean these two would be, and there, then that would be there is not a mimic box. No, this is it. Though I've marked them round again. I think I've got it. Come on, please, please. Yes, yes. Oh, there we go. Level up and gold and all of the nice stuff. Okay, optimize all gear and eat all candy. HP increased by 3. Kill that. That. Okay. Attack candy. Eat the candy. Increase that attack. Down a floor. 58 GOT. We need to get food soon. In case you're unaware. So we have a timer, a kind of soft timer, on how long we have to solve the puzzles, because we have the GOT meter, and that just gradually decreases as time goes, and if we can find food, it'll refill that. Speaking of which, items. We don't have anything. Where do we start? Maybe we start at the start. Actually, wait, this one is interesting. The box on the right is a mimic. So if we say you're right, then this one is a mimic. The rightmost column has one or more mimics. That would be a lie, meaning the rightmost column doesn't have one or more mimics. So that would mean that neither of these are mimics. Let's see what these two say. The box on the left isn't a mimic. The bottom row contains no mimics. That can't work. Right? No. This one can't be a lie, and this one be a lie. Wait. The bottom row contains no mimics. Let's examine that. If this is true, then these have... If this is true, these have to be true. The box on the right is a mimic. That just doesn't work. These two... This... I think those have to be the mimics. The box on the right isn't a mimic. The leftmost column has one or more. The rightmost column has one or more. The box on the... I think we've got it. Whew! Nicely done, I say. Eat candy, optimize the gear. Hit the goblin, I think. Downstairs. Oh, we're getting more complicated layouts. 2 mimics, 1 gold, 2 gear, and 2 items. The box on the left isn't a mimic. The box on the left is a mimic. Let's assume you're right. The box on the left isn't a mimic. The box on the left is a mimic. Diagonal down, right from me is a mimic. No, but if you're a mimic, that's a lie. The box on the right isn't a mimic. Diagonal up left isn't a mimic. The box on the left is a mimic. Diagonal down. Right is a mimic. That lines up. Let's check against it though. If this one's true, diagonal down right is a mimic. This is a mimic. Then the backs on the left is a mimic. Would be a lie. This one would be true. Diagonal down right from me is we end up with too many mimics that way. Cookie. Tangat. I don't remember if we just die or something when we run out of gat. I can't remember how that works. I don't want to find out though. Okay. The top row contains no mimics. Is against this one. The top row contains no mimics. The bottom row contains no mimics. There is no mimic among the black boxes. We have 2 black boxes. Wait a second. There is a mimic among the red boxes. There is no mimic among the black boxes. Ooh. The bottom row contains no. How do we do this one? No mimic among the black boxes. We have 2 boxes saying no mimic among the black. There is a mimic among the red. Okay, wait, what if there is a mimic among the black? Then these 2 would have to be the mimics. Because there would be a mimic among the black, and this one would be the mimic among the black. Then everything else would have to be true. If everything else is true, then these are all true. Does that line up? No, because then the top row contains no mimics as false. So that means that there is no mimic among the black boxes. Has to be a true statement. Let's actually... That has to be a true statement. Meaning this has to be a true statement. The top row contains no mimics. Meaning that the top row has at least 1 mimic as a lie. There is a mimic among the red boxes. We only have 1 red box and we know it's true, so that's also a lie. Okay. There we go. Oh. Okay, eat our candy, defense and increase optimize gear, and kill the bat. Weird. I think they're one of those 2. Okay, we got a rust flow, which is good timing with the 12 we got. Potion telling in blue crystals can't tell you what's in a box if it's already open. I think that guy just tells us tips and stuff. Pay me 10 gold and I'll restore 10 durability on your weapons and gear. Maybe later. What's that? Okay, so first thing first, we're going to go in here. Would you like to eat something? We're going to fully heal HP and gut. Not for, really for the HP, but more for the gut. 80 gold. How much gold do we have? Oh, we have plenty. Oh, that's barely any of our gold. Okay. Let's go to the shop. What do we want? We have a fair amount of gold. I think we want to buy some attack and defense candy. We should also buy some buns. Maybe rice balls as well. What stone? Oh, no. Whoops. Charm. Attacks you from a mimic once. Oh, but it's so much. Hip jacket. I think those are both bad for. Let's go. Sell unequipped gear, yes. 300 gold from that. Buy. Actually, before we buy. This guy could repair our durability, right? 10 gold sounds good. Okay, back inside. Let's purchase some candy. Let's go attack and defense candy. Let's go. You know, I like my attack. One more attack candy. Let's go. I see. Do I see any matching? There is a mimic among the blue boxes. There is a mimic among the blue boxes. So we have two matching statements here. If that's true. There is no mimic among the black boxes. The box on the right is a mimic. That kind of works. So, these could be... That could work, because there is no mimic among the black boxes. Either both black boxes are mimics. Hey, Shadow Clone, how's it going? So the way it's set up, there is no mimic among the black boxes. That's either true, or if it's false, both black boxes are mimics, in which case we have at least 3 mimics, and we can only have 2 mimics there. So, actually, that's confirmed. Those are all true. That one has to be a mimic. There is a mimic among the red boxes. That has to be true at this point. The tap row contains no mimics. Has to be false. Bottom row contains no true. Okay, come on. Are we correct here? Yeah! I'm actually surprised I haven't died yet. I would have expected things to have gone worse, honestly. You're doing amazing, Shadow. Oh, that's fantastic. The box on the right isn't a mimic. Diagonal down left. Let's see here. Okay, wait, we have some stuff about blue. There is a mimic among the blue boxes. There is a mimic among the blue boxes. If that's true, this has to be the mimic. Let's go there. If that's true, this has to be the mimic. Diagonal down left from me is a mimic. That would be a lie if that's true. The box on the right isn't a mimic. That would make this the other mimic. Diagonal up left for me is a mimic. That would line up. The box on the left isn't a mimic. There is a mimic among the blue. Oh wait, this is actually the... Okay. We'd have too many mimics otherwise, so... Let's just go there. I think this is right. Yeah, here we go. Attack increased by 6, defense by 4. Bringing us up to 30 attack. Does that one shot please? It does. Yeah! I could use another weapon. Okay, 2 mimics. Let's see. Okay, we have 2 of the top row contains no mimics. If that's true, all of these are true. Let's see. The box on the left isn't a mimic. The bottom row has at least 1 mimic. Seems to work so far. There is no mimic among the red boxes. If that was true, this would be true, and we'd only have 1 mimic. Diagonal upright from me is a mimic. Diagonal upright from me isn't. Wait. Let's go with this one. Diagonal upright for me isn't a mimic. Wait. Oh no, I got this weird, didn't I? No, did I? I'm confusing myself all of a sudden. We're going to examine this one. Diagonal upright for me isn't a mimic, so this one isn't a mimic. That's so far true. Diagonal upright for me is a mimic. False. There is no mimic among the red boxes. Okay. I think this is it. And I can't take too long now. We're going to stop. Mom. Please? Please? I kind of rushed this one, but it's paid off. We're down to 57 GOT. Hey, silly, how's it going? I don't have a weapon. I need a weapon. Oh no! That's not fun. Not being able to sleep with school in the morning. Unfortunately, I can relate. Most unfortunately, as an insomniac. Dreadful, honestly. Okay, so we have all numbers of mimics here. 0 mimics are hiding in blue boxes. 0 mimics are hiding in red boxes. Honestly, one of those 2 has to be a lie. Here. Actually, I think this is the most obvious lie. 2 mimics are hiding in blue boxes. If that's true, these would both have to be false. 1 mimic is hiding in a black box. No, wait. That would be 0 mimics are hiding in a black box. No, wait. If this is true... these would both be false, right? And literally everything else would be true, and we cannot have that. So this has to be one of the false ones. That does mean that we can have either 0 or 1 blue mimics. We just can't have 2. If it's 0, then this one is right. If it's 1, then this one is wrong. Either way, it means this one has to be true. One mimic is hiding in a black box, and we actually know that to be the case. I wasn't even paying attention to its statement. One mimic is hiding in a black box. We know that one has to be true. These are contradictory. We have 2 saying one mimic is hiding in a red box and 1 saying 0, meaning either both of these are false and this one is true, but we can only have 2 mimics, so these have to be true, and this one has to be false, meaning this one is true. Okay, I think we've got it here. Why does Steam keep glitching out? Okay, let's listen to the... Wait, no. Open. Open. Come on. Yeah! That's how you find mimics. Optimize gear. Oh, good, we got a weapon. Oh, almost skipped the chest. Don't want to skip that. Okay, let's listen. Okay, let's start with the 0 mimics are hiding in red boxes. If that's true, then these will both be true. Let's see. The top row contains no mimics, which would make this true. 1 mimic is hiding in a black box. That would make one of these a mimic, but not the other. The top row has at least 1 mimic. That cannot be true with the current outlook. What of the black ones? If one of these is a mimic, there is a mimic among the blue boxes. I mean, that's a lie if we're looking at... Wait, no, that's true. That's true. This one's blue. I almost missed it. The top row has at least 1 mimic. This looks good, but let's not jump to conclusions here. Let's suppose... The top row has at least 1 mimic. If these 2 are both true, then one of these is a mimic. Wait a second. Diagonal down left. No, both of these would be mimics actually, if these are true. 1 mimic is hiding in a black box. That would still be true. 0 mimics are hiding in red boxes. Would be false. Okay, yeah, no, this is right. This is right. Right? Please? Hey. Oh no, 11 got... Oh, we're not doing well. We're in a bad spot. Kill these. Kill these quickly. Oh, wait. I have food. Eat the one. Magic. No! You were so close. There we go. Magic finished them off, alright. I made some medicine, you wanted to try it? Be my task subject. Duty health. NASA's magic attack rate is roughly 1/3. Didn't know. Would you like to eat something? Yeah, let's do a full heal. Big meal. Okay, cancel really quick. Let's optimize gear, eat candy. Okay, we're not going to sell any unequipped gear this time. Let's go a little more. Let's sell these. We can sell the iron armor. Let's keep the sickle though. Let's buy a bun. No, 2 buns, maximum amount of buns, really. And rice ball. What is this? Magic thread. Restore body gear durability. I totally remembered that has durability, definitely. Okay, let's go. 5 attack candy and 2 defense. Perfect. No. Let's keep our unequipped gear for now. 3 mimics from. Okay. The bottom row contains no mimics. If you're all true, all 3 of you who say that, then this one also has to be true, which actually means these 3 are alphas. The top row has at least 1. The bottom row has at least 1. The bottom row has at least 1. The bottom row. That works out. Conversely, if this is true, if these are true, the bottom row has at least 1 mimic, then the bottom row contains no mimics, has to be false. Same with... No! Oh no! Wait! This is the only one we can confirm. Because... wait. Bottom row contains no mimics. The bottom row has... No, I don't think we can confirm any other chests, because it's either these 3 are all mimics or these 3 are all mimics. And this one is right either way. This one is a true chest either way. Oh, items. Do we have... I think we just have to skip the rest of them this flow. which is really bad. We won't be as powerful as otherwise. Could end up not beating the boss. Okay, new flow. Bottom row has at least one mimic. Bottom row has at least one. We need one of those. There is a mimic on the blue. There is a mimic on the blue. There is no mimic on the blue. There is a mimic on the red. There is a mimic on the blue. 3 mimics. Ah, this is rough. So we do have. There is a mimic on the blue. There is a mimic on the blue. There is a mimic on the blue. There is no mimic on the blue. If these 3, okay, so we either have these 3 are the mimic. If these 3 are the mimic, then there's no mimic on the blue, meaning these are true. Meaning there is no mimic on the blue is correct. There is a mimic on the red is correct. The bottom row has at least one is correct. Okay. But if we flip that, if there is a mimic on the... No, these can't be lies, because if these are lies... Wait, there is a... No, wait, if these are lies, there is... Then it should be there is no mimic on the blue, right? Meaning they would be a green with this one. There is a mimic on the red. That would be correct. The bottom row has at least one mimic. Wait. Oh no, this is another tough one. I think these 2 have to be correct. I rushed it, I did. 21 adventure points. Max HP. Ah! Okay, we just did standard. Let's try one of the other ones. The number of hint patterns provided by treasure chests increase. Random. The number of mimics is random. However, the number of mimics is guaranteed to be less than half. Robbers show up alone with treasure boxes, and mimics robbers always tell the truth, but open them and they will steal gold. Let's try something. I know, losing a standard and then going up to something of a higher difficulty. Doubt sounds interesting. So this is going to be mimics only tell the truth, but all normal box is the same color as that mimic will lie. Sure. So there is no mimic among the blue boxes. There is a mimic among the red. We have one mimic right now. There is no mimic among the red. So these disagree with each other. There is a mimic Amanda Black. There is a mimic Amanda Black. Let's categorize stuff. There is no mimic Amanda Blue. There is no mimic Amanda Blue. We only have one mimic here. The mimic is telling the truth right now. And what is lying is the chests that are the same color as the mimic. I think that means that if the blue box is the mimic, then all of these are the truth. Let's test that. If the blue box is the mimic, everything is true. There is no mimic Amanda Rat would be true. There is a mimic Amanda... Okay. This one has to be true. Meaning there is no mimic Amanda Rad. Wait, right? I think. There is a mimic Amanda Rad boxes. Is false, meaning this is the mimic. Oh, I have triangle a second markers. This is the mimic then. There's no mimic among the blue boxes. Is true. There is a mimic among the black boxes. Yes, there is a yes, there is. Okay. I think we got it. Whew. Okay, this is a little more confusing, isn't it?